Hey, what is up guys? My name is the Surfing Ginger and welcome to a brand new video. In today's video guys, we have a gameplay episode, and in this episode we are going to feature the brand new Julio Jones and Mean Joe Green that I have on my squad. We're starting on defense though, so I'm going to try to feature Mean Joe Green as much as we can. But sadly, you can't really use her the defensive lineman too well. I tend to use her the linebacker, so when I do use her the D lineman, it will be pretty rough. So just a little heads up there. Going to try to get off this blocker here on Mean Joe Green, but I don't really know how to do it. But Leon Hall is going to come up with a huge interception, giving us our first possession of the game with 1 minute left in the first quarter and halting their drive there in the first quarter. So Barry Sanders is going to get out for a run for about 5 yards. Does get popped pretty hard there, but 5 yards nonetheless, maybe even 6. On the next break, Tom Brady's going to drop back and throw the ball to Randall Cobb right over the center of the field. He's going to get a very big yard gain to the 25-yard line. So looking pretty unstoppable here on offense so far. On the next play, Barry Sanders is going to get a handoff and he's going to cut to the left side. He's going to shake off a tackler here and make it into the end zone. What a solid play by one of the best halfbacks in the game, the 98 overall Thanksgiving legend, Barry freaking Sanders, guys. I actually do have an instant replay coming up right here, guys, brought to you by Madden Mobile and the Surfing Ginger. Barry Sanders going to shake off this tackler here and make it into the end zone for a solid play. I gotta love that animation right there. It looked very, very nice and just gave us an awesome run, awesome touchdown, awesome clip from my boy Barry Sanders, guys. Back on defense, going to stop them behind the line of scrimmage. So Blaine Gabbert's actually going to catch the ball on a shotgun and hand off to Carlos Hyde. I really like the way Madden Mobile seems to be updating the rosters just as much as the MUT is as well. Last year I don't remember it happening like that at all, but this year it seems like they're updating rosters. Blaine Gabbert is starting rather than Colin Kaepernick, which is really cool how they're doing that in the season's games, just like they would in Madden Ultimate Team. But we do have the ball back in the second quarter after their punt. Barry Sanders getting another 6 to 7 yards there. Leading us to almost the exactly the 50-yard line, almost to their territory. We're going to get an awesome block there, clutch block by, I think that was Warmack, who was able to keep Barry Sanders from being tackled in the backfield and gave us a gain for about 6 yards there. And on the next play, he's going to get outside and not quite get past this second defender. But again, guys, very solid run by Barry Sanders, looking like a beast there. So if you guys have the opportunity, or if you guys did have the opportunity, I think you guys still can get this Thanksgiving set done. I definitely recommend that you do so. Barry Sanders is a tank. I haven't been able to compare him to Emmitt Smith yet because I have not completed that league achievement, but he's getting his second touchdown of the game is Barry Sanders. So once I can, I will compare Barry Sanders to Emmitt Smith and see who I like more. But with that being said, we get another touchdown there for my running back. Up 14-0, guys, with 15 seconds rather, left in the second quarter. We're hoping to keep this lead going into the second half. We do get the ball back as well. So we're hoping to get some success here. Carlos has to get tackled for about a 1 yard gain. And that does lead us to the end of the second quarter. So back on offense here at the start of the second half. Going to pass the ball out here to Randall Cobb, who is just going to be pushed back by their linebacker. And this is like one instance where I definitely wish that we could have pass interference calls, because that was an obvious pass interference. You know, he was inhibited from catching that ball, and it didn't really allow us to get a monster gain like we probably would have there, so kind of sucks. Third down, now going to hand the ball off to Barry Sanders on the counter play, and he actually is going to get outside. He's going to keep running. He's got one more man to beat and can't quite get past him. Tries to balance down the end or down the sideline, but eventually falls out of bounds. So, like I said, a very monster run by Barry Sanders, getting us a solid play to the 50-yard line, and Julio Jones on the very next play, the brand new addition to my squad, is going to celebrate on his way to the end zone for a 50-yard reception. So we are looking very good on offense and defense for that matter. With 36 seconds left in the third quarter, we were up 21-0. Exactly what I would hope out of my squad here. We are steadily improving our offense. The next step is to improve my secondary on defense and my linebackers, but really my safeties and my cornerbacks are not very good. So I definitely need to get that Night Train Lane on my squad, and maybe even that Sean Taylor just came out as well. So we got very solid players in the secondary that we can easily get. They will be a bit pricey, but the Sean Taylor set, once some legend packs come out, should probably go down in price, and I'm steadily gaining coins as the days go by. So with that being said, I think that I can definitely finish that Sean Taylor set, maybe even snipe a Night Train Lane if I'm not able to complete that Blitz event. But On the next play, Torrey Smith is going to get into the end zone on a reception from Blaine Gabbert, giving the 49ers their first touchdown of the day. But it is 21-7. They're actually going to call for an onside kick, and my boy Rob Gronkowski is going to get the recovery here, which pretty much seals the game. We can kill 100. I always said 130 seconds. 1 minute and 30 seconds. But they're actually going to call some timeouts. But I definitely think that the game is pretty much sealed with 2 possessions, and we should probably score. We have scored at every possession so far, but it is third down and about 10 yards here, and we really need to get a stop, and we're going to be able to dump the ball to Barry Sanders. He's going to cut back in, and is thankfully just able to get past the first down marker, giving us the first down, and it's going to allow us to kill some clock as they did not call that final timeout yet. Barry Sanders is going to get a clothesline there after a 6-yard gain. So again, steadily running the clock out, steadily getting some yardage. And we're looking very solid here with 45 seconds, going to get another first down. And on the next play, again, no timeout, we're actually going to pass the ball to Randall Cobb in the end zone for our 4th touchdown of the day. It is Randall Cobb's first catch. We have 2 receiving catches, 1 for Julio Jones and 1 for Randall Cobb, and 2 rushes by Barry Sanders. So back on defense, Blaine Gabbert's going to drop back, and he's going to get almost a completion there, but a big hard hit by my secondary. Dislodges the football, and on the next play, Paul Kruger is going to pick the ball up, and he's running as slow as possible, but he's able to outrun the offensive lineman, giving us another pick 6 on the season, 5th touchdown of the day. Very solid run by Paul Kruger. Gotta love that as much as I can. Very, very, very solid play. But back on defense now, 20 seconds left in the game. Hoping to get another stop to seal the deal, and Blaine Gabbert's going to have to throw that ball out there. On the next play, we're going to use Lawrence Timmons in the middle, and he's going to throw the ball. Blaine Gabbert's going to hold the ball with good pocket pressure, and he's going to throw another interception to Luke Kuechly, and he's not quite going to be able to get a pick 6 this time, but it does lead us to the end of the game after this final play by Barry Sanders getting this run. Solid block there by Terrell Davis, and that is not the end. Barry Sanders run for his 3rd touchdown of the day, giving us the 42-7 victory, guys. Thank you all so much for watching this video. If you did enjoy it in any way, shape, or form, please hit that like button. If you guys are new to my channel, join the subscribers and hit that subscribe button. I am over and out, and I'll talk to all you beautiful people later. See ya.